boy, oh boy, oh boy. What do you think of this librarian Paul Randall announcing he's running for president?
You mean the libertarian Rand Paul?
What's the difference?
None, I guess. He's actually Republican, you know, but he does differ from the GOP platform because he's against getting involved in foreign wars.
That's good.
He's against the Patriot Act.
Whatever that is.
And he's in favor of term limits for Congress.
That won't last.
He also wants to reduce penalties for drug users. Although he doesn't believe in same-sex marriage, says here he advocates civil unions.
That's not going to go down with the evil genitals, I'll tell you that.
No.
What's his stand on abortion? Does he believe that life begins at contraception?
Well, for families who don't want children, yeah. Says here he's opposed to human cloning, like most Tea Partiers.
Yeah, he's a copycat. You know, my favorite conservatives are the ones in Iceland.
Why is that?
Because they believe in conserving the socialist policies the country is founded on.
Oh, gives me an ice cream headache. Why don't they just call themselves socialists?
Well, they do, but it's in Icelandic, so nobody can understand it.
Paul refuses to say how old he thinks the Earth is, but he has admitted that mankind has contributed to global warming.
Well, I still believe that dinosaur farts really screwed things up after God created the Industrial Revolution.
Noodles, you have such a well-evolved sense of history.
I attribute it to homeschooling
Amazing.
And heavy drug use as a kid.
Yeah, you can have your pot if you want it. I'll stick to a pot of coffee. Even though that does have bad side effects, too. You
Well,
know.
like what?
I'm in Starbucks the other day, right? It's crowded, there's lots of music playing, it's loud.
Yep.
So I had to pass gas. So I timed my farts to the beat of the music.
Well, I've done that.
And when the song was over, everybody in the place was staring at me.
Why?
I forgot it. I was listening to my iPod and I had my earbuds in.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, I was the main attraction that day.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't trust anything modern. I'm a history buff, you know.
Yeah, there's nothing buff about you, buddy.
And you know, it's been 100 years since the assassination of President Lincoln.
Yeah.
Everybody was commemorating it. I think that we should revisit the Gettysburg Address, and I'm not just talking about the hotel he was staying in.
Well, he's a Republican, you know.
No, but he wasn't a Republican.
No, every kid in school memorized that thing. Remember, 407 years ago, our forefathers brought forth on this continent a new nation,
conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal, but not artificial like the sweetener.
I don't think he said that.
Let's see.
I don't think that was in the speech.
We are now engaged in a great civil war.
Right.
Testing whether this nation or any nation so dedicated can long endure. We have only just begun to live. White lace and promises, a kiss for love, and we're on our way.
You know, color me surprised, but I don't remember that part.
We have come to consecrate?
No, dedicate.
Defecate.
No,
upon
dedicate.
this field.
We've come to dedicate a portion of that field.
You're confusing me. As a final resting place.
Right.
For those who here have given their lives that this nation, or something like it, might live.
It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this.
That's right, Jamie. That's why we're doing it.
No, that's the speech. That's part of the speech.
Okay.
It's altogether fitting and proper that we should do this.
But if you break my heart, my achy, breaky heart, we cannot decimate.
Consecrate.
I'm trying to concentrate, and you're
No,
screwing
that's
it
the
up.
speech. We cannot consecrate.
We cannot
hollow this
ground. All the sweet green icing flowing down. Someone left the cake out in the rain, and I don't think I can take it because it took so long to make it. I'll never have that recipe again. Amen.
Oh, no. Where's the bus?
Boy, I didn't think I could remember that whole
I
thing.
didn't think you could either.
And to think that he wrote it all down on a cocktail napkin.
Here, bus. Here.
Great man.